Alright, Boss GT-6 board. Volume level pot is messed up. It was just falling apart. It's a 5-pin. It says VC103A. I think A means it's logarithmic. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely 10K. I ordered a 10K pot, 5-pin. This is what they sent me. When you go to put it on the board, I checked the values of the wiper. When you put it on the board, the way it's pinned, it would go this way. That's no-go. So I manufactured this cacophony of gross. Took forever to get through there. Honestly, it took forever to get this thing out. This thing's a pain in the butt. It's got the clamps on the sides for the ground. You can see the big giant solder joints. Those clamps were a pain in the ass. And then the ripple on the pins on these forward two caused the pins to break off completely, so I had to poke them out with a soldering iron. Be real careful taking these tapes out. These tapes are super hard to remove. They're gonna scare you, so just be as careful as you can. Try not to pull on the wires. If you can get this thing soldered, you can send a jumper over to this. Trying to make sure you're not scraping nothing on the bottom. You got no wires sticking out. But if you ohm it out, get all the wires correct, you could put one of these potentiometers in and it would be a direct replacement. Not a direct replacement. Let me take that back. It would be a fabricated replacement for what was in here. So with that, I'm going to put it back together. Also, you can see right here, somebody spilled some ice cream all over this daggum thing. Got it on all kind of crud. That puddle right there is that stuff. Somebody had a milkshake from McDonald's that day when they were assembling this board and got it all over here. Wiping it down. I wiped off the green stuff. I'm going to have to cover it with a varnish or something. I've got some spray varnish, urethane, before I put it back in there. But yeah, it's a pain in the butt to get the old pot out. If you get the old pot out and you get one that's backwards, that ain't even the right well, it's the right configuration, they're in wrong spacing, you can rewire it this way. And I took some beer caps and made some washers for my little dudes so that this little tiny nut will hold it. It's almost the same size. No, it is the same size as the hole, so I just poked it through there. So yeah, that's it. Make 2 washers. Wire your own ish. If you got a GT-6 or any of the Boss boards that's having an issue locally with the volume pot that sits back here on the board, if it gets kicked once, it's a crap pot. I mean, it's absolutely cheap. Take the thing apart. Here's a grounding case. Supposed to hold it together, but it don't. And then this thing, it just is all wiggly and stuff inside of the joint. And there's nothing you can do about it, because once these little plastic brads on the corners are busted, this fucking thing is done. So if y'all get into a GT-6 and want to know what it looks like, this is it. You have these screws on the back of the board. One of these is a machine screw. It has a machine thread, and it's on your power port. The other ones are plastic threads, and then the rest of it's just screws and simple. Oh yeah, the board is mated. Once you get all of this hardware out, the board is mated here and here. You ain't got to take nothing else out. Yeah. Also, you're gonna want to bust this zip tie before you can even slide this out. So go ahead and clip that off, get rid of it. I've got actually, what's it called? The wire ties, insulated wire tie that goes through here now. That's my favorite, at least considering what I've got here. So I hope this helps y'all. I bought, this says A10K. It's a 10K pot. A, I think, means logarithmic. It's an audio pot, I'm hoping. And I'm trying to remember what else. The original is a 103A. This is a A10K. 103A, I could not find the exact match. So I was like, all right, well, this one's got to be close. It was close, not quite. Yeah. That's about it. Happy day, y'all.